Yo! Video games.
Awful.
It's a good logo.
This game actually has really good graphics for the N64. Here we go.
RE8. No loading on PS5.
If you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. 1, 2, 3.
Damn, that dude's dead. What? Who just got killed?
Him finally back.
Spurt! Oh! It's gonna hurt. Ow!
He's bigger, faster, stronger.
But somehow looks worse in this new DK game.
Hey! Hey! Donkey Kong is here. She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can go through the air and climb all trees if you choose her. You'll not choose wrong with a skip and a hop. He's one cool donkey. Hey, Donkey Kong has no style. He has no grace.
He's a piece of shit.
Has a
funny
funny face. He can hang his fan when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you.
You know the fun fact about
Inflate
this?
himself.
This is where
Just
Jay-Z
like a balloon.
got his start.
Crazy Kong. Just take this in.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Was his first
This
big
is his
start.
first Jay-Z's first gig.
Yeah, Jay-Z's first gig was in this. He was really he was kind of an unknown rapper until this song really put him on the map.
With his jetpack on, with his pistols out. He's one toe. If you smile when he places two.
Sorry, I was not kidding.
She's after you. Hey.
This goes on for so long.
Dude. And now he's a
He's here
billionaire.
for you. It's the last member of the DK crew.
Thank God.
Song so strong, it isn't funny. Make a criminal cry out for mummy. Can pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. He may move slow.
Same sound
He can't
effect.
jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy.
Wow, I cursed.
Take it to the free.
Now we're halfway done with this song. We got 20 more Kongs to go along. Cranky Kong is an old ass man. Now we're gonna rap about the bad guys.
This dude looks really damn weird.
Yeah. And he's got a Donkey Kong beard.
DK. Donkey Kong. Damn, we should have been hired.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus, we just came up with lyrics.
Yeah. We're just
How the hell did we do that so fast?
sick ass bars.
To me, everything about this game seems inferior to Donkey Kong Country.
Inferior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Jay-Z got a career after this. He changed his style up a little bit. That's why you don't recognize him. But, yeah. Glad he made himself.
Early 3D was not kind to a lot of series.
No.
It's funny, I can find some early PlayStation 3D kind of charming in some ways, right? Like early Saturn, like old polygonal and stuff. But for some reason, I have maybe it's because I just did not have an N64. But I don't think any of this shit looks good, even for like classic look or
Before
new.
we go,
I mean, if you weren't playing it when it was new,
I think that's
Yeah.
it, right?
you know.
I want to turn
it's-
on 1080 really quick because before we end it,
Work your
Yeah.
body to work
Yeah,
your
'cause
body.
that was
Work
1080.
your body to work your body.
to me, when I saw that game, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I guess we got that Saturn nostalgia, right?
Well, see, that's how it got big. Actually, Ice Cube turned down the role for the Donkey Kong rap and gave it to Jay-Z.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Jay-Z. And that's like, you know, and kind of sad, but Jay-Z became a billionaire. And his career really took off.
It's a 3D platformer, but it's like the most stuffed 3D platformer.
Isn't there like 18 different types of things you need to find?
Yeah.
Like feathers and birds and coins and feather bird coins.
There's a shit ton of things you have to find in this game. Some people hate it for that, and I'm just kind of like, well, that's what you do in a 3D platformer. They're all Easter egg hunts. Like,
this is the inferior Banjo.
Yeah, like it's not as good as Banjo. It's a little overstuffed, you know, and not a lot overstuffed. But like, it's kind of one of those like, okay, so it was like a little too much, like a little much. But it's also like, well, if you like collecting shit, because to me that's what you do in a 3D platformer. You're like, they're not like get to the end of the level games. They're not. Yeah. They're like adventure style games. They're like go around a large area and get all this shit. That's what you do. It's fine. I actually think it's pretty good for what it is, but like it's not the best of its genre.
Damn. It's just got the castle in the sky.
It's that super.
Oh, it's tedious because there's all this character switching that's required.
Yeah, it's bloated. Speedrunners have found weird glitch text though to like actually like get abilities early so that you don't actually have to go back as much.
I see.
Oh shit!
Like, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like swimming under the map and shit like that.
Well, you know, I do like the beginning of this game. It's very like wow. It doesn't.
Oh my god, we have that. Like, can we skip this?
It was just like the other one.
It's just like the Krazoa Palace. Like,
yeah, that was
it's Dinosaur Planet intro.
Yeah, literally, dude. I'm like, what's up with their long intros of like this long scene?
Very captivating elements.
Yeah, it's like rare. Love that. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know, kids love that shit. The big ass long cutscene that just.
We were all enamored by cutscenes back then.
It's true.
Cutscenes.
We didn't even care how fucking shitty they were sometimes.
What the fuck is that? I guess not sitting in a good position to even know that move.
This time there can be no mistakes.
No mistakes.
Oh, Your Excellency, I've already taken care of business.
I hope for your sake you're right this time.
No.
Oh. There's a janitor right there.
Busy looking
Hey.
for your precious golden bananas, flea-bitten friends. I'll be preparing my lizard-flavored surprise.
Oh.
There's times where I sit there and I wonder, like, Sakurai must have thought we were all fucking out of our minds when people were asking for K-Rool and Smash.
He goes back and looks at the reference material. He was like,
What?
"Do you have this right? We didn't. It's not the right character, right? A different character." And K. Rool is like better realized in Smash than he ever has been in anything ever.
You know, it's weird, like N64 was supposed to be this amazing 3D machine, but when I look back, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather play Metal Gear.
Yeah. N64 is funny because like its 3D ends up not looking. It looks weird, but its 2D also looks really weird too.
Yeah.
Like the 2D games have like the same kind of like weird problem. They come across as just kind of funny looking.
Yeah. Mario Party? Yeah, Mario Party's actually a good... well, I think because this is like a big open kind of world.
Crunky's Lab? I like Crunky.
Yeah.
Instead of cranky.
Okay, he's
Cranky.
drinking the juice right there.
He's an old man with a big beard. If you see him in the streets, you're gonna have some big fear. G-K. Donkey Kong. Jeez. Like all these other games, and I'll still take Super Mario 64 over all of these.
Yeah, it's kind of the problem is that like one game comes out to like rule them all
Yeah.
at the very beginning. But I mean, all things considered, the Banjo games
Yeah.
are definitely improvements in many ways.
Yeah, they have
Especially
like,
visually.
yeah, they have like visual and like they have like some cool things.
Did you see that somebody took the PC version of Mario 64
Yeah.
and turned on ray tracing? Greg Morph again, thank you very much, dude.
Yo.
Holy shit. There was a Digital Foundry video on it, and I haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet, but apparently it looks pretty sick.
I really like Mario 64. I played that game for 22 hours
Oh
straight.
yeah, Mario 64 is fucking.
But I don't really buy. To me, I don't really get the weird like, oh, this thing is like so inferior. And I'm like, it's kind of the same shit, really.
It's because of all the weird tech that Mario 64 has, where people like break it.
Yeah.
It's like the same reason people like Smash Melee.
Oh, absolutely. When you're talking to speedrun strats and all that shit, it's like, yeah, but it's like, I personally never understood where people got all these weird sour grapes for the genre.
With Mario Sunshine and shit.
Yeah, like this game,
job.
Mario Sunshine and other shit. I'm like, they're not these drastic drops in quality or anything like that. Like, they're just more of the same, and I get that.
I have never beaten or played very much of Mario 64. I just haven't.
I played the shit out of it,
Oh,
and
me
it is,
too.
and it is a masterpiece through and through. One of the probably most influential games of all time, bar none. I would never say like, I like Banjo a little more. I think Banjo is just a better sort of like better design, pace. Like it's more Banjo, and I think I realized why do I like Banjo because we like especially the first one so much, and I really like the way that's hub world and everything is built because it's all built with this fucking air of mystery and intrigue.
In Banjo?
Yeah, the first Banjo.
Let's see.
Because the hub world is the lair, which is like this cave, and it's just full of secrets and mysteries, like just thrown in there. And I think I like that about it. I like the way it was. You didn't know what you were in for. You didn't like. There was a little bit of a spookiness thing to it. A little bit of more dark, dangerous kind of whimsical danger though.
Yeah.
Mario's castle is like, it's cool you go into Mario's castle, but it's just a big bright fucking castle. And there's some secrets, but it's not on the level like Banjo.
It's not atmospheric in any way.
Right. So that's what I like about the first Banjo a whole fucking hell of a lot, I think.
I don't know.
It's nutty to me how you get Mario 64, like a launch game, on the N64, and then Mario Sunshine, a close to launch game, on the GameCube, and they look like they could be 40 years apart.
Yeah, right?
Like, Mario Sunshine still is a decent looking game by even today's fucking standards.
Yeah.
And put that in comparison to Mario 64, which looks dramatically dated, like for sure. It's to me like one of the biggest graphical leaps was for sure like the PlayStation era, like the N64 PlayStation era to like the Dreamcast to GameCube era. Like,
right. I think
Jesus, dude, it was such a giant leap forward that it made the first 3D efforts look so bad. And by comparison, like a lot of games from the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Dreamcast era still look good today.
Yeah.
They still look, if you just up-res them,
They still look pretty decent.
they look decent.
You can get away with some of them. Looking still pretty good.
And even like a lot of what those games were pumping, like Resident Evil on GameCube, the poly count on Jill
very high.
is really high. Like she's actually comparable to even some modern game characters, just not as technologically dense.
Yeah, doesn't have like the shaders and the mapping on it.
Sam, thank you, dude.
Granted, like it's 3 pre-rendered backgrounds, but goddamn,
yeah, it's nutty how
remake is
somehow the original Resident Evil remake on GameCube ends up being like This is one of the best games. Like, fuck, dude, this looks great.
Dude, yeah. Fun fact about me, I've played maybe 15 minutes of Super Mario Sunshine. I just saw the water pack and it's like, I didn't like this. This looks, I
I
don't
really
know.
didn't like the water pack. It's funny, I'd like that.
Yeah, it's fun. I just saw that and it just looked too different for me and never played it.
I played Mario Sunshine more than I did Mario 64 by a lot.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I
never-
played a lot of Mario 64 and almost no Mario Sunshine.
I never beat Mario Sunshine, but I remember just like not coming back to it because some shit was really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, this
that's
is
Mario
fucking-
Sunshine.
This is fucking tough. I mean, it just never came back.
Yeah, Tekken 5, yeah, Tekken 5 is a looker.
Dude, even Virtua Fighter 2 on Saturn is like, this is a good looking game.
But then later on, like just some of the Nintendo games, or some of the Marios, just sliding, just sliding on the wall. Mario's nails.
Yeah, Sunshine was, you know, for sure like one of the weaker entries for Mario overall. I still really like it. I still think it's good. It's another one of those like, I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, you start thinking in comparison to the other ones where it's like, what came after that? Oh, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Okay, well, that's not fair.
yeah.
And after Mario Galaxy, it was
3D
technically
platforming.
3D World?
From Galaxy. Well, yeah, well,
Mario 3D World on Wii U, right?
yeah, technically.
And then they didn't get another 3D, like truly 3D Mario 64. Because like really, to be honest, like every one of the big Mario games is just Mario 64 but slightly different.
Yeah.
Right.
Really what they end up being. Mario Odyssey is like no different.
There's a rumor going around. I don't really believe it, but they're like, yeah, there's going to be another Donkey Kong game announced really soon, maybe even this year, for its 40th. It was going to be a 3D platformer. I'm like, I don't know that Nintendo's ever going to go back to 3D platforming with DK. I don't know. Like, well, they think the Nintendo Tokyo, the Galaxy people are making it. I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, I'm sure they'd do it justice.
Yeah, I took off a quarter of a fucking watermelon.
That's a lot of life.
That's a lot of a fucking life. I think fighting games should go to watermelon.
Watermelons.
Watermelon life bars.
Watermelon life bars, yes. Oh shit! A half a watermelon combo! That should, yeah, make more sense. I think more people would like get into fighting games.
So when's the last time Retro made a game? Retro Studios.
The watermelon
Tropical Freeze.
standard.
So that was 2014. Yeah.
20
We had this conversation. It's been like 7 years since they've actually made like a brand new game.
Yeah, now they're doing Metroid again.
Oh, watermelon combos.
And
That's crazy.
And again, I would if it was up to
Damn, this
me
game
and
is
said
quiet
you,
right now.
you can have Metroid Prime 4 or a new Donkey Kong Country, but we'll have to cancel Metroid Prime 4 forever to make Retro do a third country. I'm like, I'm sorry, Metroid fans.
Yeah.
I would throw you off
the
the
bus.
cliff for the Soul
All things
Stone.
considered, like Metroid Prime's like gameplay is pretty like ancient. Like the way those games are is like interesting and explorative, but the first person genre, which was essentially expanded on from like a GameCube game, has changed so much, right? Like so fucking much since Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3.
Which is why I'm very interested to see what the fuck they would do.
Yeah, like and obviously they thought the same thing, which is why they didn't do another one back in the day.
Yeah.
Right, and they switched it to, we're gonna go back to sort of a 2D style with Other M. Mitch Enigma, thank you. So I'm like, pretty damn curious, like, how do you modernize Metroid Prime? You know?
Returnal.
And the answer is it's Returnal. The answer is Returnal, and Returnal is just Metroid. But more
Well,
serious.
It's not as, I guess you could say, Metroidvania is-ish. Where, like, it kind of is.
No, it totally is,
It
dude.
kind of is, but, like, it doesn't have that sort of, like,
It's one part of the game instead of being a huge part of the game.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it doesn't have the whole like go back around different parts of the planet. You know, like once you leave a biome, you can't go back.
Yeah.
Like whereas with Metroid, it's all about going back and forth through areas, right? So that's where it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, aesthetically very much so.
Dude, I gotta agree with Max. This is like a step down from the fucking Super Nintendo Donkey Kong.
It's rough. It's rough. There's not much here, you know? It's not like awful, but
Yeah.
you realize Super Nintendo Donkey Kong just has so much charm.
Oh yeah.
And this almost has no charm outside of the DK rap. I'd say this is a charmless experience.
I mean,
it's Nintendo.
charm
64.
is kind of like a catch-all for something I just like or don't like it.
For sure. 100%.
But I'm not
would you disagree though?
I don't miss, 3D Donkey Kong or anything like that. I'm not clamoring for it to come back or anything. I'm just like, no, I would much rather you make another Tropical Freeze.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well Tropical Freeze just captures the spirit of the other Donkey Kongs, but does it...
Well, it's not going to be
Wow.
Tropical Freeze 2. They're going to make Donkey
Yeah.
Kong's Hot Horny Jungle.
Hot Horny Jungle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, let's go some 1080.
Yeah, this is... I need to see
Work
something
your body.
happen.
Work
Yeah.
your body.
Alright, last game.
I don't even want to play, I just want to take a
You
look.
remember that song, right?
Yeah.
The song in the lobby.
Old lobby.